Hi guys, how's it? Welcome trek all to my Afrikaans-speaking followers. Goeienaand julle, because it is evening here in Texas. Man, you know why you're here. You know why you're here. And first off, I just want to thank each and every single one of my followers. You new guys coming in. You found me off of TikTok, on Facebook, that kind of thing. Welcome to the channel. I am a US-based Springbok fan. I mean, I had to go with the throwback to 2021. Morning Stain. Oh man, you guys remember it coming out of that hellish nightmare of COVID. I had to go back, throw it back, but yes, you are on a Springbok-centric channel here by an American commentator. And do I really need to go into what happened last week? Really? Do we need to go back there? I don't think we do. 33-7 the final. Absolute masterclass by the green and gold over the Wallabies. And that's only one of two games. We have another one coming up this Saturday. A little bit better time for me, not 11:30, 11:45 p.m. start. It is a 4:45 a.m. start for me Saturday morning. I will be going live over on TikTok. I will leave the link under it. I know some of you guys aren't keen to it, but just takes you to sign up with the email and you're good to go. And you can come and hang out with your buddy Fairweather, the Fairweather rugby fan with the 3 X's. And we could just talk about rugby while this thing's going on, man. It's a little too early for a braai here. Well, that tells you right there everything. And it's like, it's never the wrong time for a braai for a real South African. But it's going to be early in the morning, but I will be live for that one. So you guys should come and hang out with me. Lineups, I mean, let's talk about a bit of the banter this week. There was kind of the talk about, oh, it's disrespectful for the lineup that Dr. Rassie Erasmus has released. And you had Joe Schmidt saying 400 plus caps on the bench. There's nothing disrespectful about that. And it was just kind of, like I said, the controversy around a lot of it. There's always this banter. The media wants to hype it up. I kind of think maybe unjustly, because I don't think there's a whole lot of hype with those Wallabies right now. And we've got the new lineups. We will go through them like always. I did something a bit idiotic. I forgot to print the lineout sheets at work, so I've got them on my phone. So it's not that I'm staring at, I'm staring at my phone as I go through this lineup here. And it looks like, once again, a 5-3 split for Joe Schmidt and the Wallabies, who are now 0-1. In the Rugby Championship. The front row will consist of Angus Bell, Josh Nasser at hooker, and Alan Alaalatoa, once again captaining the side there at prop. Angus Blythe and Salaki Aloto will be the locks. Rob Valentini, once again, getting the start at 6, with Carlo Tizzano and Harry Wilson at number 8. Poop Emoji at number 9, and Noah Lolesio at 10. Hopefully that Poop Emoji, you know, he's got his scrum cap on his mustache. Doesn't want to get hurt again. Yes. An old name, a bit of an old name, starting at 11, Marika Corabetti. I don't think I really need to remind anybody about what happened against them not too long ago. And Andrew Kellaway, the other wing, with Hunter Paisami and Len Ikitau, the centers. No change there. And Tom Wright at 15. Front row replacements will consist of Billy Pollard, James Slipper, and Zane Nongor. What a big boy he is. Found out he is Tongan descent. Tom Hooper will be another replacement forward with Uru, the other forward. I'm sorry, it's a little small writing there. Tate McDermott, Ben Donaldson, and Max Jorgensen will be the backs replacements, and that is the 23-man squad for the Wallabies. Now switching over to the Springboks. So many changes I didn't even want to count. We get a whole new front row this week. We get Jan-Hendrik Vessels, Johan Krobler, and Thomas du Toit. Thomas, the best prop in the Premiership. I just feel like you could be the best prop in the Premiership, but on the Springboks, you got to fight for time. Andre Esterhuizen, anybody? Salman Murat will once again be captaining the Parle Boys grad Salman Murat with Ruan Norke. I thought this was debut. Apparently, he got a cap a while back, and I didn't remember. So this is his second cap. Escom makes the move from the bench to the starting 15 at 6, with Peter Steph-Totoy back at his natural position, the number 7 jersey. And once again at number 8, Ulrich Lou, who played amazingly last week. Morne Vandenberg will get his second cap at scrum half. Morne, pick up the damn pace in the back of Ruggs, please. And Sasha Feinberg will once again be starting in that number 10 jersey. I saw a clip this week, came out as him at 13 years old in school talking, and it was just like you could just see the leadership ability immediately in that kid. Speaking of something old, Makazole Mumpipi will get his start once again at number 11, his opposite being Cheslin Colby. I still like Makazole, man. I mean, yeah, he's getting up there in years, but, man, hopefully we get to see the horns up once again from him. Coming back into the 23-man squad, once again, Lucanio Alm in the number 12 jersey, and he will be matched up with Jesse Creel at 13. And lining it all up, backing it all up, Afalala Fassi at fullback. A 5-3 split, once again, by the Springboks this week. The front row replacements will consist of Malcolm Marks, Oxen Shea, and Vincent Koch. Ain't no spring chickens there. Ebenezabeth, ain't no spring chickens there. And Quagga Smith will make up the forward replacements. Yeah. I'm kind of getting like those vibes of the 2007 Tonga Boks game in the pool. Anyways, Grant Williams once again coming in on replacement from the bench with, here's the weird, real kicker, Manny Libok and Andre Pollard in 22 and 23. Is Dr. Rassi up to some kind of tomfoolery we don't know about? I don't know. So let's go ahead and just talk about this Boks starting 15 and the run-ons. Cool to see Marco Van Schoten. Like I said, Morne Vandenberg does need to pick up the pace in the back of Rux. He is a Lion, so I got to love him. Now, a big hole for me is Afalala Fassi. Great under the ball, great kicking, great running, but he is a defensive liability. He plays no defense. Now, I think with Jesse Krill and Lucanio Alm back there, it does help. But if you guys have been noticing with the Springboks offense, it's spread now. The centers aren't coming in. They're going out. So it's going to be Fassi and Sasha in the back. I think they'll be fine based on what I see from this Wallabies team, but Fassi is a bit of a liability, in my opinion, at fullback. Manny and Andre. So the big talk around the campfire has been Manny at 10, Andre at 12, Sasha at 15. I would like to see that, yes. I would like to see that. Because despite the kicking issues that Manny Libok has continued to have at test level and even at club level, let's face facts here, folks. That guy is an attacking 10. His ball distribution is insane. His chip kicks are highlight worthy. While I have said in the past, and I won't deny it, that I've said, hey, I don't need to see Manny in the green and gold again. I don't want to see Manny in the green and gold if we're going to depend on him to kick, to post. He's just not reliable enough. But the attacking side of Manny, nobody can come close to. He is the best attacking 10 that we have. And I love Sasha, but I even think he's a better attacking 10 than Sasha is. This is what Tony Brown has done to it. We went from 7-1, we went from 6-2 and breaking the bold and the bomb squad, and it's disrespectful, to 7-1 splits. Now we're regressing back to 5-3. I don't think it's regressing, but we're reinventing the game. There were a lot of comments this week from a lot of pundits, and I guess the bigger one was the breakdown, which airs in New Zealand, and you can watch it on YouTube here, where you had, you know, we'd heard John Kerwin talk about how boring the Springboks game is and how it's bad for rugby. Did anybody happen to see how long it took for them to have their first scrum against the Pumas last weekend? It was like 65 minutes. You're playing, you complain about the boring style that the Springboks play, and we're no longer playing that boring style. We regressed back to it in that second game against Ireland, and you saw the end result. We lost that game. because we went back. That's just my opinion. You might disagree with me. We lost that game because we regressed into our old style. Our new style of game, 33 is a good minimum score. Gone are the days of winning games 12-9, 12-11. I don't think we'll go through that ever again. We are an offensive-minded team. We have the forward pack to pack the punch, but now we're making that offense really fly. Sasha Feinberg is the future of the backs. It's going to be guys that can play multiple positions, and that's the only way you're going to get any time in this back and the backs. You've got to be somebody that can play multiple positions. You've got Cheslin Colby able to slot in at scrum half, able to play a bit of fly half, play wing, play fullback, and as we saw last week, take lineouts. This is the future of Springbok rugby. It's going to be guys numbered 9 through 15 that can play every single position. And I love it. Rassie is thinking 2 steps ahead of everyone. We can go through the All Blacks, Pumas again, at Eden Park. Eden Park is a fortress. They're on like a 50-game win streak there, I think. But it wasn't an exciting brand of rugby last week for them. We were the exciting brand of rugby. And Jeff Wilson even said, hey, look, the Springboks that are here now are exponentially better than the ones that we played in the final against. The All Blacks, not so much. And I have a tendency to agree with that. Tony Brown has come in and revamped and rechanged everything. We've taken what got us 2 World Cups and said, okay, what were the good parts of it? Where do we need to clean up? Our forward pack is still one of the best in the world. No question. Now we need to make our backs part of that. Because if we've got powerful defense and powerful offense, the sky is the limit. I've predicted at least a 20-point victory. I only predicted an 18-point victory last week, and look at the score. So I'm going to keep it modest at 20 points because of the forwards that were starting. But I still think this is going to be a blowout. I don't think the Wallabies have a chance. Do I think they get more than 7 points like they did last week? Yeah, but not much more. Not much more. We have a team that's capable now of putting up 30 points in their sleep. And it's not just the backs doing it. The way we've got the flankers going out wide, we saw Peter Steph-Totoy and Sia score tries last week. We're getting that. We're getting that to where like everyone attacks. We allow our forwards to play sound defense. We concentrate on the set pieces still. Obviously, we saw the line out where it went to Ben Jason Dixon. He offloaded it to Eben in the air. We're taking everything that we built our success on and we're adding to it. And I, for one, am very, very pleased with the result so far. We need to close up this game. We need to go 1-0 every weekend. That's the focus. 1-0 after every game. We're 1-0. We're 1-0. We need to be 1-0 after this Saturday. We get a week off, and then we have the biggest test of this entire tournament, where we have the All Blacks come to Ellis Park, and a week later, Cape Town Stadium. I'm absolutely excited for this because we look good. We look like the best team in the tournament after one game. Now, granted, we're playing, in my opinion, the worst team in the tournament. But there's no reason why we shouldn't go out and dominate again this weekend. We've got the pieces in place. We've got world-class players. I remember Steve Hansen back in 2017 saying the key to having a good team is you've got to have 6 or 7 world-class players on your roster at all times. We have that, and then some. We just need to go out, do what we need to do, win like we need to win, and move on. So once again, I will be live over on TikTok. I will leave the link to that under the video in the description. Come and hang out with me. It's fun. I'll be up early. I'll be here in the studio. I'll have the TV on. I'll have some Bluetooth headphones on so we can talk while I'm watching the game. It all pops up on the screen. The lives on TikTok are much easier to interface with than they are here on YouTube, thankfully. So just come and hang out. It'll be a fun time. It'll be an interesting starting front row. I'm excited about what's going to happen, and we will see. Hopefully another Springbok victory. And I will do a post game with this microphone this time. That last week, I know it sounded like crap, but it was like 2 a.m. and I didn't want to be loud and I didn't want to set anything up. So anyways, see you guys Saturday. And like I even need to say it, go Springboks. Cheers, guys.